3 weeks after the eclipse incident, silence reigns among the stars. Captain Elias Strain watches as the planet's atmosphere darkens ominously. The atmosphere pulses, a dark entity drawing breath. Elias Strain whispers, "Whatever echoed through the rift, it isn't over." Naira Voss' voice echoes from the lower decks. Elias spins around. Elias barks. "Dog secured." Elias' voice hardens. "Scan them again. Full spectrum. If their neural waves twitch wrong, we cut the line." Naira's reply is immediate and firm. "Understood." Theo Maris lies motionless, strapped to the biobed. A slight twitch betrays the turmoil beneath his still exterior. Maraline paces restlessly, her steps echoing her inner turmoil. Her voice barely a whisper. Maraline murmurs, "He saved us." A chilling counterpoint, Elias' voice cuts through the air. "No, he infected us. You just don't see it yet." Mara sits on the cot, her frustration evident in her tense posture. Elias stands firm, his stoic stance a barrier against Mara's distress. Mara's voice rises with emotion. "You weren't there, Ishan," Elias retorts, cutting her off. And Ishan walked into a sentient, cognitive anomaly. People don't walk out of that hole. Ishan stands alone in a desert of fractured memories, reality twisting around him. His childhood home merges with alien symbols, dreams entwined with cold data. Theo's voice echoes across the desolate expanse. "You stayed." Ishan's voice cracks against the wind, a plea and an accusation. "No, you brought me back." Reality warps within Theo's mind, a fractured simulation where the laws of nature cease to exist. Dozens of Theos materialize beside him, each a reflection of the torment within. Some smiling serenely, others bleeding, still more screaming. Ishan's voice echoes through the chaos. "They're trying to overwrite you, but your mind's recursive." The weight of Ishan's revelation crashes over Theo. "You're their perfect host." Elias examines the scan with intense focus. The station whispers, its temperature fluctuating in a coded rhythm. Elias, his face etched with concern, states, "Brainwave instability, EM spikes." In a moment of chilling revelation, the station taps a haunting message. SEEKME. Alarms scream through the command deck, casting the room in a hellish red glow. "What the hell?" Elias shouts, struggling to make himself heard above the din. Theo's eyes turn pure black. Theo whispers, "I remember everything. Not just mine, theirs." Naira stares, horrified. "That's not Theo." Mara intervenes, her hands raised in a gesture of peace. "We don't kill someone for being haunted." Elias retorts, sharply, "It's not a haunting, it's an invasion." Inside the star containment, Theo sits, his mind clear and present. With a chilling calmness, Theo speaks of the enigmatic group. They call themselves the Quiet. They're not malevolent, they're curious. Elias responds with disbelief. Curious? They hollowed a planet. Flickering console lights cast long shadows across the bridge, highlighting the palpable tension. Theo's voice breaks the silence. "They don't understand boundaries. They don't have them. But they've learned from us." Naira retorts, her voice laced with despair. "They learned how to break us." Mara's fearful question echoes in the tense silence. "What do they want?" Theo smiles, then his face turns to concern as he stares out into the vast expanse of space. A mind that can hold both chaos and meaning. A contradiction. Ishan gave them that, but it wasn't enough. He turns his gaze, a deep worry etched on his face. Now they want Earth. In the strategic response briefing, Elias' fist strikes the console, echoing through the room. If this gets to Soul Core HQ, it won't be containment. It'll be a cleansing. Naira's voice slices through the tension, offering a stark solution. "We blow the orbit. Scorch the zone." The room is heavy with unspoken doubts and faint hope. Mara's voice cuts through the silence. "Theos stable. That means there's a path." Ishan might be alive inside the construct. Elias challenges Mara. "You want to walk back in?" Mara responds with resolute determination. "I want to finish what he started." Elias turns, his decision hardening into resolve. "Then we do it my way." The Abyss Arrow, a sleek black recon vessel, pierces the sky as Elias, Mara, and Naira embark on their descent. Theo remains tethered, a lone sentinel, merging his consciousness with the ship's neural AI. The Abyss Arrow plummets, a dark arrow aimed at the heart of the unknown. Inside, Elias, Mara, and Naira brace themselves, their faces masks of focused resolve. The atmosphere shatters like black glass. Elias warns, activating feedback pulse. Theo, if you flinch, we all burn. Inside the rift, reality twists, a landscape reshaped by thought itself. The familiar becomes alien, as it's not a place anymore. The rift transcends physicality, existing as a mind. They step into a mirrored field of shifting identities, the air thick with surreal uncertainty. Reflections flicker back, each a distorted echo of their true selves. Some reflections are missing eyes, their gazes replaced by hollow voids. Others grin, with mouths too wide, a grotesque mockery of joy. Bleeding thoughts manifest in the air, swirling around them like ghostly whispers. Ishan stands, a figure reborn in the heart of the rift. His voice echoes through the conscious core. I told you not to follow. Elias advances, his eyes mirroring the core's alien glow. We came to end it. Ishan's voice cuts through the air. No, you came because part of you wanted to understand. That's how they win. The quiet manifest, their forms woven from static and fragmented memories. They're wearing us like masks. Ishan strides confidently, positioning himself squarely between the entity and those it threatens. Ishan's voice resonates with conviction as he confronts the entity. They don't need Earth, he says. His words cut through the tension, resonating with a deeper truth. They need choice. Ishan's final declaration hangs in the air, challenging the entity's motives. The ability to doubt, Elias raises his weapon, his face a mask of grim resolve. Then, let them doubt this, Ishan cries out in desperate warning. No, Elias fired. The bolt flies, striking the core with deadly accuracy. The core shatters, reality unraveling. 1 week later, Mara awakens aboard the orbiting ship. A profound solitude fills the infirmary. Elias is gone. Ishan too. In the ship's infirmary, only Theo remains, an aura of silence enveloping him. His gaze shifts, a flicker of unreadable emotion crossing his eyes. The infirmary fills with the rhythmic thrum of life-sustaining machinery. Theo speaks, his voice echoing slightly in the sterile environment. They didn't die. Mara's voice cuts through the quiet, sharp with urgency. Where are they? Theo responds, his tone laced with uncertainty. They're still choosing. HD 40,000, 307G breathes.